Hi, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on in your energy. You or someone you're connected to could have the initial Z. Okay. I can't help how I feel about you. I feel like I've known you already. Something significant about Oklahoma and the initial L. You have L and Z. Oklahoma. Somebody can't help how they feel about you. They feel like they know you forever. Okay. Caution. Nasty stench. Be aware of a nasty stench. Someone resides in their shadow self. Okay. Someone resides in their shadow self. Just like you can smell lust on someone, or you can smell or sense darkness, you can see it. Nasty stench, lust. I see ex demon. Okay. Something significant about you see me. Someone feels like you see them. Someone's birthday could be in November. Something significant about November. And then it says your ancestors are handling it. Your ancestors are handling it. Oh, that one was definitely with this one. I remember. So your ancestors are handling it. It goes with the nasty stench, caution, shadow self. Your ancestors are handling this. Okay. Stop with your meddling. Someone wants you to stop with your meddling. November, you see me. Someone with the initial H is very irresponsible. Someone with the initial H is very irresponsible. Someone's in serious trouble. Something significant about an ex-girlfriend. So, your ex-girlfriend might be in your energy, Sagittarius. Something significant about Q, the letter Q, and healer. So you could be a healer, and someone needs your help. They're in serious trouble. Something is very significant about speak with intentions, and then you have orange. Orange stands for your sacral chakra, confidence, courage, fulfillment, and harmony. Okay, so maybe you need to speak with intentions over your sacral chakra. Okay, your confidence, affirmations, harmony over your relationships, your situation, because there are monitoring spirits. Okay, there are monitoring spirits, and they're watching you. So your responses, reaction, and focus and intent is very important right now. Something about the blood moon and self-reflect. Maybe it was someone's duty to self-reflect during a blood moon, or it was inevitable to outrun some type of self-reflect. You had no choice. And this is what the blood moon brought on. Someone that you are used to having long talks with feels like they have to question if they are blocked. Somebody could be also blocked from your energy, and that's what your ancestors are handling. So maybe they're unable to have long talks with you. They can't keep up with conversations. They can't keep up with time. It's like they're blocked from conversing with you, maybe, or fully actually interacting with you, if you know what I mean. And I'm talking about, like, you could start talking real deep and it gets cut some way, somehow. You guys, when I used to actually converse with people who weren't aware enough or conscious enough for what I have to say, and they're not ready to hear it. Especially in terms of self-reflect and truth. My ancestors would be like, be quiet. And let me tell you how much and how quickly they would literally shut me up in real time. They would literally, anytime I'm getting deep and I'm talking and I'm just full circle, which is actually like I'm usually like that a lot. Like I rant and I ramble and I just talk for hours about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And they felt like I was putting too much, information out there. And it was like, nah, don't do that. But they would always cut the phone off. They would make it go mute. They would make the person fall asleep. The person just can't hear. Like distractions. Beyond belief. Literally. And if I say, okay, let me try again and talk about it, same thing. And if I say, okay, you know what? That's a sign. Or if I say, okay, you know what? Let me see, for real. Am I really supposed to be talking to this person about anything? And boom, again, the same thing. Or people can't recollect in real time what the conversations were about. So let's say you have a full deep on freaking conversation with someone, you're putting them on your, you're spreading awareness, and they cannot recollect a single thing that you said. Though they feel like they were listening, paying attention, they just cannot recollect. The memory is wiped. Okay, so pay attention. I don't know. So someone needs to heal. Someone's healing. You have healing in reverse. I'm not going anywhere. This might be this ex-girlfriend of yours, Sagittarius. I don't know. They could have mean girl vibes. They feel like you're bad. You're a badass. Yeah. They feel like you're a badass, or you feel like they're bad. And they feel like you have that clock. Okay? Or flip the roles, reverse them, whatever the case is. Okay? Interesting. Something very significant about polygamy here, Sagittarius. Someone could be from New Hampshire, or maybe relocating to New Hampshire is very important. Or there's some type of tie to New Hampshire. I'm sorry for my actions. Spicy conversations. Do better. Maybe somebody needs to do better when it comes to actually conversing with you, talking to you. Maybe their actions don't match up with what they talk about. Maybe this is the long talks. Somebody feels like they're blocked. It's the end of something, because something's determined, whether you're determined to go somewhere or someone's determined to try to interrupt you, stop you, because someone's haunted. Someone's haunted, so they need to literally do better. Doesn't matter how spicy them conversations are. Doesn't matter. All right, let's begin. Talk to me about Sagittarius's energy. Something's not stable, not working. You have the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Two of Cups in reverse. Something's very something's what the fuck is that word? It's harmony. Harmonious. It's like I can't say it that way or something. Something is definitely maybe at like rock bottom a little bit. Something isn't climbing. Something isn't climbing as like it's supposed to. Okay. Something's not stable. Emotions can't be dealt with clearly right now. Someone's hurt. This could be you, Sagittarius. King of Cups. You're very loving. You maybe have accepted some pain that you've been going through, or all the burdens and stress. You've basically you've been having a hard time. This transformation is hard for you because you have been going through so much, but you have yet, I feel like, to understand why you are going through all of this. And the King of Cups, something like you need to work on. You do have self-reflect here. Talk to me about Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, shit, sorry. Some type of setbacks, delays. Something's not progressing like it should. You have the Devil here. There are too many attachments, distractions. And it's not necessarily such a bad thing. Whatever the attachment is, it's supposed to help you and this person grow. You grow. Something's being forced to happen. Something's being forced not to climb. Talk to me about Two of Cups in reverse. Sagittarius energy. Someone here feel like they got away with something, or someone here feels like they can finally create a plan here that can help save something or fix something or change something. But the original plan was something that was different. The intentions were different. Someone feels like here that they could change their intentions in real time. That's not necessarily what's going on. Someone here resides in their shadow self. Someone here maybe approached something with their shadow self, or someone here resided in their shadow self and has been feeling like they are loving at the most highest degree, or that they're putting in work at the highest degree. Thing is though, is someone here is just another person. Someone here is just another go round. I don't know why I feel like someone here likes to make it seem like they're very serious, or they're very they're all the way, they have all this love to give, they're the best lover in the world, but your level of love is measured literally by your perspective. You see yourself as the greatest, but everyone see you as not the greatest, like something like that. Someone here likes to make it seem like they are more than what they are. Someone needs to be humbled. So someone maybe felt like between two people here, this was like a favor. Oh, I'm doing you a favor by being with you. You should be happy that I'm with you. You should be lucky. You're lucky. King of Cups, talk to me. I feel like someone here doesn't have faith in you, Sagittarius, but maybe you also don't have faith in yourself, or reverse those roles. You have faith in this person, but they don't have faith in themselves. And so whatever they say to you, it's a completely different angle, and the layout and the plan is completely different than what you're saying. And if you're coming together trying to create a plan, it's almost like I'm saying I'm right here with you, but in reality I'm not. And so nothing's ever going to probably measure up, or it's not going to be completely true, honest. It's like a liar, that's a liar. It's not that you're walking around being a liar, whether this is you or them. Sagittarius, more like somebody's lying to themselves here, and so it has to be made right. Because if you're lying to yourself, any action that you put out, it's a lie. It's based on the upkeep of some type of lie. And if something is being upkept by some type of lie, it's going to crumble, because at some point you're just not being real with yourself. And if you're not being real with yourself, you're also not being real with the creator. And if you're not being real with the creator, ooh, like, what the heck? Don't play with the relationship. You know, someone here is accepting. That's what I said, rock bottom. Someone here has hit rock bottom, but like they're making excuses as to why they have hit rock bottom. And I really feel like this is the King of Cups. This is maybe you. You're making excuses as to why something hit rock bottom, but you know exactly why something kind of hit rock bottom. The intentions, something's off with the intentions. That's why you need to work on speaking with intent. What you do say, you're putting out, okay? I feel like someone here is in serious trouble and they need help. Someone here resides in their shadow self. This is all right here. I can see that. But what it is that someone here isn't doing the work. Someone's lying to themselves. So you may have made a little bit of excuses as to why something hit rock bottom with this person. Because you want something that's great. You and this person, you guys have a soul connection. It just, something is off. Something went wrong and something changed. You want security with this person. You want freedom with this person. You want give and take with this person as well. You want abundance with this person. You want things to grow. You want to feel the love with this person. You want to obtain riches with this person. You want kind of like everything with this person. But maybe that's the excuse that you're making. You see the good in what things could be. But maybe you're seeing the good in what things could be because that's what you want so bad. Either you fall short with wanting, like, with being able to be a part of this, or they fall short with being able to be a part of this. All right, let's keep going. 17 minutes on the clock. Talk to me about Ace of Wands with the Devil. Here's the thing, Sagittarius, you or this person is not trapped. Someone, and if someone is trapped, they can get themselves out. I'm also getting that someone here, I don't know, someone is trying to bind someone to uh like fear. There's a lot of fear here. A fear. I feel like fear and ego and restrictions is what's causing delays and instability. Fear, ego, restrictions. There's some type of restrictions that if there's a lot of restrictions, alignment is harder. Restrictions are good, boundaries are good. That's why they're important. But when there's a lot of restrictions, they're in place for a reason. Like if you are trying to come together with someone else, if there are a lot of restrictions, it's for a reason because someone have not gained access. So someone has to level up to gain access. Yeah. Talk to me about Two of Cups in reverse with Seven of Swords. Someone here is lying about their emotions. Someone's lying about their emotions for you, or you're lying about your emotions for someone here. Someone here is making it seem like that somebody is all about one person here, but their emotions are in and out, up and down. That, you know, someone emotions really are up and down. but someone really maybe is just all about you. And then you may really just be all about this person. But the emotions, not emotions. Okay, so somebody's not playing around with how they feel about you. You may not be playing around how you feel about someone here. Okay? You may not. Talk to me about King of Cups, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody here has to make a decision whether to cut off their soulmate. You have to make a decision whether you want to cut off their soulmate, even after what has been done. There's some lying here. There's some emotional manipulation here a little bit. Talk to me. You know what? Someone feels like all is not lost, though it's rock bottom, but it just can't be rock bottom. Someone just feels like you're so down to earth, you're so worth it. Or you feel like this person's worth it and they're so down to earth that, like, how could they? But something keeps repeating itself. Signs keep showing you that something is a little off. Okay. Someone for this already. All right, let's see. Talk to me about trapped in reverse, the devil, Ace of Wands in reverse. Someone here feels trapped. That even say maybe somebody here doesn't feel trapped. I feel like somebody here doesn't really feel trapped. Like, it doesn't have to be this trapping situation that somebody's bonded here, but somebody actually maybe really does. Somebody here feels trapped. Somebody here feels like they can't even talk about something. I don't know. Somebody here feels very trapped. Somebody here is very much in some serious trouble. Yeah, and that's also because of somebody's not fearless. There's a lot of fear here. A lot of fear here. Fear and delays. Talk to me about emotions in reverse, only you. Seven of Swords, Two of Cups in reverse. Sagittarius energy. Someone stuck here, confused, in denial about emotions. No, and that's the thing though. It's like somebody is crashing in and out. Somebody's emotions are in and out, but they really are just focused on you though, and they really just are about you, or you're really about this person. But something comes, the emotions are in and out. They're up and down, unpredictable. Somebody is in denial. And somebody being in denial is how somebody's missing an awakening here. Transformation here. All of this rock bottom, this was supposed to transform you guys. You guys had a chance to transform together, but maybe somebody's leaving somebody behind here. And I don't know why I feel like you're leaving this person behind, Sagittarius. Because taking somebody with you, you're taking, if somebody resides in their shadow self, you're taking their shadow self with you. Why would you want to do that? Especially if you're in your higher self. Talk to me about soulmate, extreme, cutting off, harshness, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, King of Cups, Sagittarius energy. This disharmony, instabilities, contemplation, dynamic is off, foundation's off, emotions are off. The emotions are off. Somebody really does want you. Okay. Talk. Shit. Excuse me, y'all. What did I say? Contemplation, right? Then it came out. Boom. Contemplating. Disconnected. Bored. Somebody here is just bored, disconnected. Contemplating. Ten of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, signs. Sagittarius energy. Self-reflection, Hermit. That's what I said. Somebody has to self-reflect for real. And I really feel like that's you here, Sagittarius. You really need to self-reflect here. Go into solitude. Or flip the roles. This masculine needs to. I really feel like I'm talking to a masculine energy. And this other energy I feel like is feminine. But if, hey, flip the roles, reverse them. Somebody definitely needs to self-reflect. Somebody needs to go within. You could be seeing 616. 616, 414. Okay, talk to me overall. What's the energy for Sagittarius? Stay committed and dedicated to the Creator. Put the work and effort in with yourself in your transformation. And let someone else reside in their conflicts and ego. You do not have to take the conflict and ego that someone presents, okay? There's some type of tension and some type of competition when it comes to you in your relationship with the Creator. Towers here. Things are changing. And they might be sudden, but you must adjust and act accordingly with this chaos. But let someone else do the fighting, not you. You need to focus on healing yourself. You need to focus on being positive and staying balanced. Someone's ego, somebody, dark night of the soul. Somebody needs to, death to the ego. Death to the ego. Someone's going through karma here and dealing with some type of insecurities and limits and boundaries. Someone here is under someone's possession here. Someone doesn't know how to pay attention to their intuition. Someone needs to work on their third eye. Someone is slow to do the work here. It's just they're slow to do the work here. Wishes can be fulfilled with this person, but they did lie about something, cunning about something, and so, but that's their inner child. Somebody has to heal their inner child here. Somebody has somebody by a wound here. Somebody oh, somebody definitely operates in their please leave my stuff alone. Their inner child when it comes to um physical intimacy, things like that. So somebody's blinded by that here. I don't know if that's you or this person, but it's giving Emperor energy here though. Someone here, Emperor energy, like you're very logical, but you're not considering your emotions. That's why the emotions are in and out. Emperor energy, both are balanced. Okay, so emotion and logic. But right here, someone's logical and analytical, but just not emotionally intelligent. Somebody needs to stand their ground and protect themselves as far as who they are, what they want to be about, their feelings, their life. Somebody needs to love their shadow self. Somebody needs to go inside, feel feel their inner child and do some work there because something's in an illusion. Something's an illusion. Something's a choice, and it's up to you. You're not required to. You're not a horrible person. Nothing's wrong with you. It's not about that. It's about balance, peace, being balanced. Someone here wants to be closer to the creator. This is how. So you must listen. Listen to the ancestors, follow the universe. Listen, pay attention. There's a lot of fantasy and illusions. If, peace, balance, harmony. You need to learn it. This was your reading. Peace.